A Scripps News investigation found thousands of bridges not benefiting from a major push to fix crumbling infrastructure. Why not? We're getting answers from Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. If you look closely at bridges in this country, you'll find a public safety crisis. Our recent Scripps News investigation revealed thousands of bridges from coast to coast have been listed in poor condition for years. It doesn't look like it's in great shape.
It's not in great shape, no.
Many in urgent need of repair or replacement. By our count, at least 46 million passengers are using these deteriorating structures every day.
From the DOT, Patrick Terpstra.
Few in the U.S. government have more responsibility for the safety of these bridges than Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. I want to ask about the findings of our Scripps News bridge investigation. We found over 14,000 bridges around the country have been in poor condition for over a decade. Does that surprise you?
Well, you know, this is something that we have been hearing about for years, even for decades. We kept seeing these reports about civil engineers giving America not a very good grade.
You all have a lot of work to do. 14,000 bridges in poor condition. What explains that huge number?
Well, you get what you pay for. It's kind of like failing to fix a leaky roof because you think that'll save you money. It might in the short term, but it's not the right answer for the long run. You see that news.
Buttigieg says the Biden administration has made upgrading bridges a priority, injecting billions of dollars in cash to get the job done. He tells us the state of today's bridges can be blamed on years of inaction.
Year after year, Congress after Congress, administration after administration, we didn't see the kind of major investment that was really needed. The important thing is right now we are moving it in the right direction so that instead of getting worse, it's getting better. We found the Biden administration's efforts are helping to pay for bridge projects, more than 6,400 so far. But the list of bridges needing repairs has only been getting longer. The number of structures considered to be in fair or poor condition has been growing over the past decade, according to a Scripps News analysis of data from the Federal Highway Administration. Pittsburgh offered a horrifying example of what can happen when a bridge is left in a state of disrepair for too long. This bridge, known as Fern Hollow, collapsed just before the morning rush hour in January 2022, injuring 10 people.
But without possibly more people underneath the bridge.
The NTSB hasn't finished its investigation yet, but says years of unaddressed corrosion on the supports was likely a factor.
Now this week,
A year and a half after that collapse, we were surprised to find so many other bridges in Pittsburgh literally crumbling in our hands. I'm barely even pulling and these pieces just come apart. Pittsburgh Mayor Ed Gainey, an ally of President Biden, told us Washington needs to do more to keep bridges usable and safe.
Funding is a major issue. I'm so fortunate that President Biden focused on a bipartisan infrastructure.